welcome to the Southern Connoisseurs. I'm Joey.
And I'm Chris.
And today we got a special treat. Today we have a discontinued item. We've searched for over about a year now, since the making of these videos, to finding it, and we never could. By chance, I decided to stop by a liquor store, and it was there. Chris, since you know more about this than I do, let's go.
What we found today, which been almost a year in the making, is the cherry flavored Southern Comfort. This thing was a pain to find.
A year. Took us a year from when we first started, because you brought it up and I was like, let's go get some, and you're like, we can't, it's discontinued, and I'm like, crap.
I think it was one of the first models I thought about making when we started doing the videos.
It was.
It's like, hey, this is the videos. I'm like, hey, I got one.
And he mentioned that, and I looked it up. I was like, okay, where to find it? It's discontinued. And so we never could. But on the slight chance of we went to go find some other alcohols to do, Chris got down on his knees, and all of a sudden, bam, there it was. Only bottle that they had. They didn't have any. They absolutely had no more. We even got them to check.
Bottom shelf, only one left, and I'm glad we walked in there today.
I'm glad I decided, hey, let's go to the liquor store.
Now, of course, this is the it's based off the Southern Comfort that Martin Heron created, but the flavoring didn't come out until 1979.
And what's funny is,
1979.
And what's funny about that is that the whole flavoring thing, this actually came out after the fiery pepper that we did.
Well, I mean, the flavors didn't come out until Brown-Forman bought it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the cherry came out after the fiery pepper, and which means the fact that this was the first time we had actually seen the fiery pepper SoCo. Tells you how hard it is to find these in general.
Well, they stopped making all the flavors when Brown-Forman actually sold it to Sazerac Company. And let's check the date on that.
I want to say 2016.
Yep, 2016. So ever since 2016, they've stopped all the flavoring, and I think it's like 80 and 90 and 100 proof now.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only varieties they have. Is the proof.
And I think it was because they're trying to turn it in from a liqueur into an actual whiskey. And then they probably weren't selling as well as they had hoped it would.
Well, no, the selling wasn't there. That's when they stopped it. And when Brown-Forman actually had it, he did change the recipe of it from using a good quality whiskey to just the flavoring. So when Sazerac did take it back over, they changed it back to using actual good quality whiskey.
Okay, so I'm actually in favor of that. Gotta have that good quality. I don't like just flavoring. Gotta have good quality whiskey. So yeah, they're trying to get back into actual whiskey.
What Heron actually, wanted, and they're going back to his original recipe.
And I believe that was done in what, 1874?
What, when he first came out?
Yeah, I want to say 1874 down in New Orleans. Now we actually have to pronunciate New Orleans for people, because if we say how we normally say, I probably wouldn't understand. We say Nolans. So from here on out, we're going to say how we normally say here. But for anybody who doesn't know, New Orleans is pronounced Nolans.
1889 is when it was patented. He started selling it. So.
Okay, but when was it first created then?
Here's a bartender. He actually started kicking it up in, let's see, 1850 to 1920.
That was when he was alive.
That's when he was alive.
So it had been around. Okay, he patented it, and you said what, 1896? Is that when you said he patented it?
1889.
1889. So that takes a few years to do. So I'm going to go with around 1870s is whenever he first created it, roughly, give or take. Well, Mind you, I'm thinking that he experimented with it for a while before he got it down the way he wanted it. So we're just going to assume from between the 1850s and the 1890s that is whenever this was created.
80s.
Well, 1886 is. There we go. 1850s to 1886, give or take, is whenever this was actually the Southern Comfort was actually created as a whiskey. It was actually never meant to be a liqueur, so they kind of messed that up when they did that. It should
Well, that was Brown Forman that did that.
But I like the fact that it has the consistency of whiskey.
Yeah.
Of a bourbon whiskey. So, Chris, do the honors.
Crack it open.
Open it up. I've been dying to have this for a year ever since he first mentioned it. Like I said, we could not find it.
It's so nice.
And then whenever he did actually have a bottle, he ended up throwing the bottle away and not.
But I never
knew
did
they
my
would-
shoot and finished it off mixing it. I didn't
Think
think
it would-
twice that it wouldn't be available.
Yeah, thinking that we would be able to get it.
Yeah, I've had that bottle for. The bottle I had actually predated this one. So this
Yeah.
is a newer design than what I had.
So
I had it for a while. I just thought, I could always go back and get it.
Yep. And so,
Boy, was I wrong.
oh god. So when you find a whiskey that you like, don't hesitate to keep getting it, because you never know, it could be discontinued.
Yeah.
So while he opens, I'm going to sit here and talk.
Run your mouth. You're good at it.
I am very good at running my mouth. I'm actually good with a couple of things with my mouth. Ladies, hit me up.
This is a family channel, so.
I didn't say exactly what it was. Does it smell like cherry?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh. My bottle. I get
Like some sherry's actually like soaked in this.
maraschino
Amazing.
cherries would be. Oh, I want first shot. I get first shot. I want first shot. Because you've had this before. Okay.
So I mean, this bottle
Now,
is at least 2 years old.
Now the funny thing is, since it's been a discontinued item, that means the price can be anywhere. But we got it for what, $17.99, so like $19 after tax.
Yeah, regular price it was selling when it was actually out. So
But be careful because of the fact, like I said, since it has been discontinued for the last couple of years, hard to find people. If someone knows what they have, they're going to jack that price up.
yeah, I mean just the fact that it's discontinued, you can't get it anymore. So I mean, if I was selling the stuff I knew about it, I would sell this thing easy, $30-$40 a bottle.
That's what I would do.
I mean,
Oh,
smell it, man. Smell it.
Dude. Maraschino cherries will taste so good soaked in this.
It's like the liquid form cherries. I love this.
Cheers. Does it taste like you remember? So good.
Straight cherry. And whiskey after finish.
Wow.
Yep, that's cherries back.
Oh yeah. Now, I will also say that this Soko cherry is actually the very first cherry we have done.
It is the first flavored cherry whiskey we've done, or anything.
Yeah, we haven't done anything cherry. I don't think. Honestly.
So it's it's a 30 ABV, so it's what, 60 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it's very mellow.
Oh yeah, it's mellow.
But it definitely tastes like cherries.
Yeah.
And you want me to tell you what I think they did? You know how you go to Sonic, you get like a slushy and or a snow cone, and they just add a lot of that syrup on top? Mm-hmm. They use syrup in that shit.
It's sweet.
That's what
Nice.
they did. They made the liqueur and just pumped a bunch of cherry flavoring in it. And that's what they did.
All right, now what would be your rating for this?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 because of the fact
That's
that it's
quick.
really, really hard to find. Worth it if you do find it, but really hard to find. I don't like the fact that they discontinue things like this.
Yeah, I actually reached out through Sazerac at the company and asked, why, what's going on, and they did say, it's due to sales and stuff, and plus they want to get back to
The roots.
what Heron recipe actually was going by. So.
Honestly, I mean, that's a very good reason. I mean, I think that once they get back to the risky roots, they sell the 80 proof, the 100 proof. They need to start doing something like this, 100 proof cherry, or something like that. 80 proof cherry. That would
I
be
don't
pretty
fully
good.
understand why you selling 80, 90, and 100 proof. That just makes no sense to me.
Because people
I
like
would-
strong stuff.
Well, okay, then sell 100 proof then.
Yeah, I understand the 80 proof. I understand the 100 proof. I don't understand the 90 proof. Like, what is the point of the 90 proof?
I don't know why
It's
they're
broken.
stepping it like that.
I don't either. But they're the marketing people. We're not. We're just the ones that drink it.
My bad. It's a 70, 80, and 100 proof.
So there's no 90.
No 90.
What's
70,
the point of? Okay.
70 is the base. 80 is the plus,
Okay, but see,
and
80.
100.
Most whiskeys are 80%,
Yeah, well, this is
or
70.
80 proof. I mean, but see, I don't see the point of 70.
70 is the regular. That's normally what it is.
I've never
70.
really seen it. I mean, I normally see 80 proof. That's all I usually see is that most of my alcohol is 80 proof.
Oh, come on. The regular SoCo is 70.
Okay, Chris. Now, if we had to get rid of the 70, 80, or the 100 proof, it would bring back something like the cherry or the lime that they no longer sell, the caramel that they no longer sell and make. Which one would you get rid of?
80.
80?
Just have the regular 70, have a 100 proof or something that you want more of to, and then have the flavors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta have the flavor. They need to bring back. I want to try that lime. If we ever found that, dude, I'd probably shit myself.
well, I asked them, why take away the cherry? Cherry is just good. It's a southern staple as sugarcane, and SoCo is. I mean, why take cherry off?
At least keep the cherry over the lime and the caramel.
Yeah, I mean, I would have kept the cherry, pushed that a little more, kept this, 70, which is the original.
Or make like the cherry
Like
like
the
a
100.
limited edition kind of thing, like only certain times of the year.
Yeah.
That way, people buy it. It goes away for a little bit. Like, where did it go? We
Make
want
a
it.
demand. Make a demand for it.
I mean, honestly, if they brought it back, I think people would buy it.
Yeah. We just have SoCo, have the 100 proof, and then have cherry.
So, but I do give it a 9 out of 9, based on because of the fact
9 out of 9?
9 out of 10. Based on the fact that it's really hard to get. So I mean, when we finish this bottle, we probably won't find any more around here.
No.
We would have to travel to other states.
This
And
is
hopefully, they have it.
This is one I'm gonna keep.
You have to
for
cherish
years.
it. You have to cherish it.
We got bottles and I've had for years.
Yes.
It's better with age.
Now, what would you rate it?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Of course you will, you biased.
10 out of 10.
He's had it
I
before.
love cherry.
Yeah.
I'm a cherry fanatic, so.
I mean, I like cherries too, but
Alright.
I don't like the fact that
yes,
it's.
cherry, yes, I'm down with it.
I just don't like the fact that it's so hard to find.
That's what makes it so good.
So, now that we have done our reviews, we've told why we've done them. I mean, you don't count because, we already know you love cherry, you love honey, you love whiskey. Now, what if they made a cherry honey?
Well, Heron's recipe actually uses honey.
But no cherry.
You don't use cherry. We're going to read his recipe.
In an episode of The Thirsty Traveler entitled A River of Whiskey, hold on, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Spirits historian Chris Morris describes the original recipe of Southern Comfort. Heron began with good quality bourbon and would add an inch of vanilla bean, about a quarter of a lemon, half of a cinnamon stick, 4 cloves, a few cherries, and an orange bit or two. He would let this soak for days, and right when he was ready to finish, he would add his sweetener. He liked to use honey. That actually, yeah,
I mean, he has a damn good recipe.
he does. Now, if only we could copy it and make our own Southern Comfort.
So yeah, I mean, it's a Louisiana staple made right here in New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
It's Nolans.
Nolans.
We gotta say New Orleans for all you
Well, no,
non-Southern.
everybody above the Mason-Dixons. New Orleans.
It's New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Unless you're from California, then it's New Orleans.
Then, like, if you're around Arkansas, Oklahoma, it's New Orleans. Then if you're down here, it's New Orleans.
It's Nolans.
New Orleans.